for many years of my life, my story is I ran a company for 9 years after college, and it was called S.H.E. It was pretty successful, and I always say that I had achieved this material success, like check the box, like I was making a certain amount of money, I got to go to nice places and wear nice clothes, and I got to go on television, and I was part of this elite like entrepreneurial group, and yet I felt I lacked purpose, and I think that there's something, and that's just the family and the culture that I came from. My parents came to America with very little, and they survived war and in China and Taiwan, and they really struggled a lot just to get here and to give my brother and I an education, and so I was raised with great principles that you need to do good, but it was a lot about survival. And I think that the earlier part of my life, I was so focused on myself and making sure that I was secure. And I think serving yourself is very limiting. And I think, when we need to recognize as individuals that every single one of us make up humanity, and that we all share the universe together. And it is through that collaborative consciousness of doing good and supporting each other and doing good for the world that is truly why we even are where we are today. Why we even get to live in the developed world is because leaders that came before us fought for our freedom, fought for our independence. Like, women haven't even had the right to vote yet for 100 years. So it's and even the first feminist revolution, the fact that women like more women graduate and get master's degrees or MBAs. I mean, it's so much of this is because of other courageous people that came before us, and I think that we all have the responsibility to serve. Yes, we want to serve ourselves, but so that we can serve our community and serve the world. It's like even like making money. Like, you want to make money not to be rich, but to live a rich life, and part of living that rich life is to give back. Like, everything is a tool so that we can continue to contribute more to the world that we all share. And so I think the women's revolution, and any revolution for that matter, whether it's environmental, whether or not it's fighting poverty, whether it's any social impact area that you want to choose, I just think it's important that we choose one, right? We at least choose one major area that makes up one of our key values as human beings. We should all have a list of values that we live our life by, and continuing to build on those. Like, right now, if you're 22 years old, you might just be new, and figuring out, okay, these are my core values. But one of those values has to be giving back and has to be doing good, because we need to think of ourselves as living in the context of not just ourselves and our immediate family, but the world.